Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. They just grew apart. Now, we often hear when a couple's been together a long time, whether it is in just a, regular boyfriend, girlfriend, man, lady relationship or marriage, and they just grow apart. They go in two different directions, right? And people will say, well, they just grew apart. Because at first when they got together, they looked like such a great couple. And, there was a lot of sexual chemistry and all of that. But I propose to you that they didn't just grow apart. No, they probably weren't compatible to begin with. Because check it out, right? If you really think about how people get together, it's not on anything deep. If you look at men, for example, because as a group, if the woman's cooperative and she look nice enough, got whatever body part we like going on, we tend to be cool. Never mind that she would totally sabotage our dreams of, owning that business empire. Or never mind, she'd be the type who, as soon as you leave the house at 9 o'clock, there's some dude coming out, coming through the back door at 9:15. Never mind all of that. But the reality is we really weren't compatible with her. And ladies, for the ladies who listen to this, and just for the perspective of the men listening to this, women can actually be worse. How often do women choose a man, not based on his character or whether or not he's actually compatible with who she is as a person, but because he has a certain profession? How many women out here chasing a doctor or a lawyer? Or they say they ain't going to deal with somebody because he doesn't have a degree. Or, about a bunch of other things. In fact, the list, men's list is like relatively short. The women's list is long. And their list get longer after every failed relationship. So they meet that guy. The women will meet that guy that hits all the points on that list. But that's just a mask. When I talk about a masked man, right? That's just somebody who figured out that list and did what he could to, get all those things. If a woman says she wants an educated guy, check. Certain height, if he lucky, check. Behave a certain way or have a certain look. Okay, got to get a tat here or there. Put some earrings in to, look cool, check. But that doesn't make the man compatible to that woman. And like I said, it's guys, we got our own thing too. How many men have sat in a family court because she had a fat ass though? And I say that a lot and I joke about it, but that's serious though. If you ask a lot of men why they met, I've heard so many dudes. They got the women damn near destroying their lives, and I'll be looking at them like, well, dude, why you still dealing with it? They basically pussy whipped. Let's just be real. They basically pussy whipped. Because how many dudes just think, oh, I'm just going to hit this, right? How many men think I'm just going to hit this? Now think about if this woman actually compatible to you. Which could be a problem if she isn't. And that's the overall thing. I've done a video on this before. I talked about, it was based on the idea of something I got from In Search of Good Pussy by Don Spears. When he talked about incompatibility and unrealistic expectations. People, they get together and they really incompatible. They get together because of the superficial stuff. For the man, it's because, she got a fine body. And the woman, because he making a certain amount of money and stuff. Let's be real. We can talk all this stuff about game and all of that, but many women, when they choosing to settle down, it's about that status. It's about that money. They might let a dude hit it for other reasons. But, and it's always some artificial stuff. It's always some artificial stuff. See, the problem with it is people are mating based on the mask. And the mask look good at first, right? That mask looks great at first. You got all that. But then once you get past that initial stage, all of a sudden, you start seeing that person for who they really are. And then by then, your ass is caught. Many men. Shoot, that woman get pregnant and stuff, and you like, damn, what the fuck did I just do? But she had that fat booty. You ain't take time to get to know her. Or women. How many women have met some guy and they thought he was all of this because he was pushing some car, and he looked like the big man. But then they find out that really wasn't him. He putting all his money into the car. That dude is irresponsible otherwise. And a lot of women have found it. Now they try to blame the man, but that's on shoot. Why were you going for that superficial thing to begin with? And even with guys, I know we like those fine women, but sometimes take some time. You can find another fine woman who's compatible with you. Take some time. Sometimes guys get that real fine one, they just go for it. Gotta get her. And I said it in a video. Sometimes you find out some stuff. You find out some stuff the hard way, because you didn't take time to get to know her beyond that. I know there's a lot of people, they talked about the infamous 90-day rule. I think, personally, I think that's ridiculous, but still take whatever time you need to find out. That could be 9 hours if you're good, if you're wrong, or that could be 9 days or whatever it takes. Because for the men, honestly, for the men, think about something. Think about one thing. If that woman wears a certain mask and you don't see past that mask, you're the one who's going to be on that child support. Check. You're the one on that child support. You're the one in that family court. You're the one who worked hard for so many things in life, all this material stuff. You done got your business, got your career, got that big house, and gotta give half of it because you couldn't see past that woman's mask. You couldn't see if y'all really compatible. And see, and women, I know what how many women listening to this got dog because they got caught up in that bling that the dude had. See, here's the thing. If a person's compatible, I'm a person. I'm saying this is me, wrong. Whether y'all want to follow this or not is up to you. But I'm real leery about women I don't click with. Even if she fine, I don't force anything. Now, some people who know me personally, where I might share what I'm actually doing with different women, they'll say, damn, man, why'd you go with that woman or something? Because some of the women I've been out with are easily Googled, right? And they'll say, hey, how come you didn't go further? I just said, it wasn't there. I don't force anything. See, my thing is, it's about that click. I either click it with you or I don't. We either flow together or we don't. A lot of times people force something because, like women, they'll say, well, he got all the things on the checklist. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to get this guy. Then they sorry somewhere down the road. Or guys, just because the woman smiled at him that one time and seemed like she cool. And I've said in a few videos, they switch up. Just in one of my last few videos. Hey, these women switch up. Shit. And it happens, see, one thing. Here's a way you can know if you're compatible or not compatible with a person. There's some deepness to this. When I do that video on the sexual personality types, y'all gonna understand perfectly. And the only reason I haven't done it yet because there's so many ways to approach it. I haven't just decided on one that will have the greatest benefit for the greatest amount of people. But if you meet somebody and you feel any sort of tension, any sort of pushback, pay attention to it. Pay attention to any tension you might feel, or some that voice in the back of your head saying, nah. Pay attention to that, men and women. People don't do it. You know, they try to be rational about it, but sometimes rational don't work. Sometimes you gotta go with that gut instinct. Now, if you feel tension, they probably ain't the right person. Now, if you feel, sometimes you meet a person that you click with, but then they not on your list. Like, even though, I'm gonna be honest, personally, I've learned to get past that. Because even though I'm the loafer man, y'all know it. I'm very public about my love of a big round booty. But many of the women I've clicked with in life didn't have big round booties. They were slim. They had just enough of a booty and shit. You know? Seriously, they might have like nice legs or something. They might have just enough. But I clicked with them though. And then there were some women who did have like those fat booties, but there was a little bit of tension. All right? So I ain't really mess with them. But if you just click with that person, that's probably who you actually compatible with. But the thing that gets us, the reason we can't really get past all that is too many of us, and there's men and women. I ain't singling out anybody in this case. You know, ain't one person's faulting at the other one. Often we get stuck into what we think we want. And here's a funny thing. Very often, very few people have actually met the person that they think will make them happy. Let me say that again. Very few people, like many men and women. Men, like I say, men aren't as bad, but we can do the same thing. You know, you might see it when men think, oh yeah, let me go overseas, or let me deal with a woman of this group instead of, the group that my mother belongs to. And like I said, this go across races. I've heard people of all races say this, thinking, well, this group of women might treat me better and stuff. But sometimes we get stuck in that, right? But we'll meet somebody and who's on that list, and we thinking to ourselves, yeah, this'll work. But like I said, most of us have never met that person we think it'll work with. And then if we actually happen to do, and we really pay attention, we're like, damn, this ain't right either. But a lot of times we do meet the person, but they don't fit that list. So my message in all of this is pay attention to that click. Pay attention to that natural click, like people you just flow with. You know, sometimes it's not always going to be who you thought you would have flowed with, but then here's something else to consider. If you really knew who you were right for before that moment you meet that person you clicked with, you probably would have been with that type of person anyway. Think about that. So anyway, this was something for everybody. I know this is mostly a men's channel, but that's a little something for everybody. You know, really think about that. Think about, who do you click with? You know, who are you compatible with? Always think about that compatible thing. Because it's never, believe it or not, it's never who you really think you would be compatible with. So anyway, y'all, that's it for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.